looking rough on a Thursday.
Well, we're trying to figure out the number. I don't know we know there's a requirement, but we don't know the amount.
The all-new Kendrag G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
Are you ready, Boo?
Look, I'm ready. I'm gonna put my jumper on because I got my gal on being lazy today. So I'm gonna put my jumper for my picture.
The jumper for your picture?
Yeah, for the cam when you ask to see the cam because I got my gown on. I'm lounging today.
All right, let me see you.
Oh, move back up.
Tattoo.
This is with my gown on now. I don't have clothes on.
Boy. Oh.
You have clothes on. Okay, all right. You doing the Kendrag cam? We starting off with the Kendrag cam. Your look, it matches me. We coordinating, girl. I got a pink gown. All right, so Jenna, where you calling me from?
I'm calling you from Jersey.
Okay, stay still. You was fine. You was all right, Jersey, how old are you?
I'm 50.
Okay, 50, looking good. What you do for a living?
I'm actually retired law enforcement.
Law enforcement. Do you have any kids?
I have 3 grown kids.
How old are your grown kids?
32, 27, and 23.
32, 27, and what else?
And 23.
All by the same man?
The first one is by my love of my life, and the other 2 is from almost marriage.
So the love of your life, what happened with the first one?
He got into trouble, and when I was going to school for law enforcement, and that was just a little too much for me at the time, so I had to let it go. Plus, we were younger. That was like my first love, so.
So you didn't love the other 2 children's dad?
Oh, yes. I was in a long-term relationship with him. 26 years we were together.
You said the first one, love of your life. The other 2, you say you almost married each other.
Because that was my first.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first.
What's your zodiac sign?
Oh, Leo.
All right, so we got Jenna, Jersey, 50, works in law enforcement. You work in law enforcement.
So, men like myself, we will run away from being in a relationship with this type of lady. That one. Not Kendra, not her, but the other one over there. Law enforcement, it's a very masculine job. And on top of that, she's from New Jersey, New York, all up in that area. There's a certain type of mentality that most women display from that area. Not all of them. But the ones that I've seen, they'll buck up to a man like they can kick this man's ass. And in a lot of cases, in that Jersey, New York area, in some cases, these women probably can. They probably can. But, like, law enforcement, like military, nurses, psychologists, these type of occupations, no, we can't. There's not gonna be any marriage with those type of women. No. We can name some others, but the way the men think, we're pretty simple. We're pretty simple. You're a wife or you're something else. It's as simple as that. You tell me you a police officer or in law enforcement, because I mean, you know, who knows what she was doing. And that's something else that a lot of women like to do these days. These modern women, they law enforcement. Okay, that can be from you worked in a police station all the way up to being a detective, a deputy, a sheriff, on the patrol, on the beat. What was your job title? Your job title is not law enforcement. That's not the job title. Lawyer, Lord, let me tell you something. For a man, a lawyer is probably the number one scariest woman to get involved with. Men do not. I don't give a flying flip. I don't believe I just said that, because that annoys me. But a lawyer? Nah. Psychologist, psychiatrist? No. Former military? No. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. And I really don't like to go off anecdotal evidence, because my 4 years is my 4 years, right? And there's such a small number of women that was in the Marine Corps. Those women got ran through. All of them ran through. You got a bunch of 18 to 22-year-olds. Testosterone levels are on 700. You put some females, a small number of females in the mix, their estrogen levels are at a certain rate to where they don't even understand. Equals ran through. I have 2 uncles. Both were in the Army. So my evidence is, it is anecdotal, because we're talking about 3 men seeing these things. I saw it. Both of my uncles told me about this type of shit. Ran through. So the moral of whatever I'm talking about is professions or women that you need to avoid. Former law enforcement, former military, former wife of military men, psychologists, psychiatrists, they're gonna be analyzing your ass at every second. At every second. But I tell you what, you get one of these, I would love to run one of these psychologists, psychiatrists. They're not gonna be able to match wits with me. They're not, because much of their knowledge is from book sense. Most of my knowledge is what makes sense. What makes sense. Come on. And nurses? Nurses are a whole different category. It's like they are in a position to where they're nurturing. They're probably going to be questioning your physicality. They're going to be questioning your health. They're going to be questioning the things that you eat and what you do or what you do not do. And how about this? Nurses are around doctors. Duh. Doctors. Very accomplished people. Doctors. We're going to say men. Very accomplished men. They've gone to school a minimum of 10 years. So these people are accomplished. The doctors. One of the most respectable professions that we have in the world. I mean, what's more respectable than someone that can save your life? I don't know, tell me what's more respectable than that. You all fucked up. He can go in there, you know, you got a surgeon. He can go in there and cut this shit and twist this shit around, and you about to die, and he cut this valve off and cinch this, put a zip tie up in there, and you know what? You're able to live another 20 years. What's more respectable than that? So these women, nurses that is, are around these type of men. Oh, the doctors be getting it in with the nurses. Oh, yeah. Them doctors be getting it in with the nurses. Stay away from nurses. No. I'm not going to say stay away. I'll say as far as a commitment or marriage. Right? So if y'all are building together and then she goes to school and becomes a nurse, okay, that's a whole different story. If you meet her and she's already a nurse, she gonna be put in the other category, not the wife, not the long-term relationship category, if she's a nurse in these other professions. But let's continue with this. But let's speak about this. What is going on here? Why are you coming on here with this paraglider suit on? I mean, what? Do we need to do that? Do we really need to do that? Let's continue, because this lady right here, yeah, she got some stuff going on herself.
Enforcement, right?
No, I'm retired.
I'm retired from law enforcement. Mine are 3 grown kids by 2 men. All right, baby girl, what kind of man you looking for?
First of all, a man with emotional intelligence. That's important. Honesty is the best policy. Say what you mean what you say.
Emotional intelligence. Can we define what emotional intelligence is for a man? They say these things. What is emotional intelligence? Still don't know what that is, but I hear that all the time. What the fuck is emotional intelligence? I don't know what that means. Can you define it? But she probably won't, and Kendra won't ask her to define it either.
Say, if he doesn't have a degree, I have a master's degree, that's fine. As long as he's self-sufficient, caring, responsible, takes care of his responsibilities, enjoys life. I love to travel. I travel all over the place. I work when I want to.
Same.
When I don't. I own my home. And I'm just looking for someone to enjoy life with. Like they say, I got more times behind me than I do in front of me. So someone to just enjoy life with.
Okay.
You don't gotta be a millionaire. Just have your own, at least a car and a job. And like I said, emotional intelligence, I'm big on it. Like, that's the big thing.
Okay, you must have emotional intelligence. What are your deal breakers besides no emotional intelligence?
Trauma bonds. So like if you had a past relationship to where she cheated, if I don't answer the phone because I'm asleep, who were you with? What were you doing? You know, so my thing is like, if I'm not giving you that signal, if you don't feel that type of way, then why are you concerned about it? And if you have something that's bothering you, let's have open dialogue about it. That's important.
Okay. Okay. What about look? Should he look a certain way?
I'm 5'6". I wear heels. So if he's, average height, I don't want to feel like I'm towering over him. I like chocolate, but hey, I mean.
Okay, they keep telling me, ask to see your nails. Ask to see her nails.
Oh, these are my real nails.
Oh, wow. I missed it.
Why? I mean, like, what is this? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 inches at least. Like, why do that? Why Can you even wash dishes like this? And I'm asking that because I wash dishes. I wash my own dishes. Like, why? That's all I want to know. I would love to ask her, why would you get 6-inch nails? You probably you got a dishwasher, I'm sure. You probably just throw your shit in the dishwasher. Okay, fine, great. I don't. I wash. If you itch, like, I mean, like, how you gonna scratch yourself without cutting your fucking skin? So proud of this shit. Okay, so 6 inches, right? So 6 inches is 6 inches gonna be like right here. Here. Wait, here. I mean, it's just not practical to me, and I'm just on practicality, right?
Yeah, when I retired, I said I was gonna let them grow, so these are my real nails.
How long you been letting them grow for?
So my hands stay dry because I'm always washing them. I'm big on that. I want to say about maybe 2.5 years.
Wait a minute.
Follow me.
Wait, yeah. are both hands that long?
Yes, both hands are that long, and I'm left-handed, but both
you
hands
believe
are that?
Long.
Yes.
You believe that?
Man, girl?
About.
So she said these are her natural nails. 2.5 years, and she just let them grow. You believe that? Yeah,
almost 2 years now.
Okay, so you've been growing. So your last man was before your nails got this long.
Well, they were actually growing, and I would cut them down because of the fact that he's like, why you gotta let your nails go that long? But, you know.
Hello.
Girl, those is claws.
Yeah, and I could do everything. I zip up my own zippers, buttons, tie my shoes, all of that.
Just curious, if a man wanted you to cut your nails, would you?
If I was in a relationship and they bothered him, I would cut them down. Let's come to a happy medium. I'll cut them down. Let me still have them because I enjoy them, but I have no problem cutting them down. You know, you have to meet halfway. You have to compromise.
Okay.
They gotta go.
Hands up. So fellas,
they gotta go.
Compromise like halfway. So, girl, halfway is still the longest half.
Okay, a little bit shorter than half. As long as I can still get my designs, because as you can see, I don't get designs like all the way to the bottom of them.
Long as you get your designs.
As long as I can still get some type of designs, that's fine.
But you do see the correlation. You told me you've been growing your nails for 2 years, and your last relationship was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you think that could be a factor?
I'm not sure because I think that I get a lot of compliments on them. A lot of people say they like them.
She said she get a lot of compliments on her nails. She said a lot of people say they like them. Who are these people? I would venture to guess that 100% of these people are females. No man wants a woman with this nails like this. For what? You know, when you in there doing the do, and you scratch my back, peel my skin on my back, because that's what's gonna happen. You know, you might break your nails. You said they were natural. Don't believe that. So they'll fall off. Why just my thing is pretty simple. You come on these type of shows, you want to be with a man, at least that's what they're displaying, that's what they're saying. I don't know if they really do. The easiest thing to do, figure out the type of man that you want, be realistic. Most men don't make 6 figures, right? Only the top 10% of men make six figures. So we're talking about 90% of men don't make six figures. Average man across all racial lines make around 50. They make around $50,000, right? So put your expectations in a realistic light, right? So once you get that in order, ladies, figure out the type of man you want, and then ask him, what does he want out of one? If he's a man, he will tell you. It's easy for us. We will tell you. But y'all just think y'all know what men want, when what it is this is what you want, because women are talking to each other and y'all living in some type of fantasy land. This is real life. Real life is just not Disney. It's y'all been told that y'all can have this certain lifestyle. Oh my gosh, it's several avenues I can go, but we're gonna let this continue. This 50-some-year-old lady out here with 6-inch nails protruding from her fingertips, and this is somehow impressive or a flex. It's not.
But I never thought about that as being a factor, because like I feel like I'm not out there like dating on the scene to where I'm searching. So majority of the times, if you confront me, I'm friendly, I'm open, so I have never thought of that. Never thought about that.
You know, I've been hosting a dating show for 5 years, and I've learned so much, like things I did not know, just because I've had so many conversations with single people, single perspectives. So I'll give you a perspective that I've learned, because before I didn't get why men didn't want to date women with dogs. And then I learned that some men are like, when you have a dog, sometimes your house smells like your dog, right? This is just a different correlation. There's nothing to do with you. But so it's like, you might love your dog, but if I go to your house and your house A smells like a dog, there's dog hair on your couch, I wear expensive clothes, I don't want to go in your house, and when I leave, there's fur on me because your dog's been all over your couch. So I'm a man that won't date a woman that has a dog all around the house. Never thought of that, right? I was like, I never thought about that. So not saying that,
you're not a man.
I mean, there's definitely going to be some men that are going to be turned off by your nails, right? That's just what it is. But I mean, I do believe in being unique. I do believe in, if this seems like this is very.
I like, and Kendra up here, she think she being so fucking profound and all this type shit. It's like, all you gotta do is ask a man, if you have a dog, I would date you, but I'm not coming to your residence. And don't bring that fucking dog to my residence. I don't want nothing to do with that dog. There's something there to where it just don't match. We can date again. Go back to what I said earlier. 2 categories. Wife and other. You got a dog. You love that dog. That dog is important to you. No shade over here. You're good. Fine. You're fine. You're not gonna be my wife with that dog. I'm not gonna even ask you to get rid of the dog because you love that dog. But you're gonna be in this other category.
Very much a part of you. So it's something that you really don't want to give up. So I respect that. But no, I do think there are going to be some men who just would be like, wait a minute.
No, it's definitely a stereotype behind it. You know, it's unfortunately, oh, that's ghetto, so on and so forth. It's definitely a stereotype. But then you have to look at the fact that anybody that's been in law enforcement, anybody that's been in the military is very strict and structured. I had to wear my hair, in a short or, in a bun. I couldn't have my nails a certain length. So now it's like, well, I'm finally able to do outside of that. For 20 years, I did that.
I get it. Okay.
So yeah. So, but again, like I said, if I'm in a serious relationship and he says, "Listen, babe, you need to just cut him down or cut him off," I don't have a problem with that. At the end of the day, I am who I am. Short nails, long nails. This is me. So I don't have.
Fair enough. I love your personality.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep going. I didn't know. So I missed your nails. They saw it in the comment section and they were just saying, asked about the nails. I'm like, okay, what's going on? All right, let's keep going. So does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
No. I don't say that. I feel like he should be able to take care of what he needs to take care of and take care of his responsibilities. That's important. But
okay. And then you already said, we already did the Kendra cam. You want to do it again? I mean, you did it at the top of the show, so you really don't have to.
I could probably put my jumper on so you can see me because I wasn't my.
No, don't bother.
I mean, you want to change your outfit?
Yes, I'm gonna just put my zipper on real quick because I don't want to go back on there like that.
Well, you don't even gotta do it again. It's up to you because you did it at the beginning. So yeah, you're good. So your last station was 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About I want to say 4 months ago, which was the ex, which that was like shouldn't have happened, but emotions. My mom had just passed, and there was a lot going on, so that was basically like a emotional type thing, which life happens.
Okay.
And honesty is honesty. I am who I am.
Fair enough. And 3 flaws you have to work on.
Emotional shopping.
Hyper consumer.
Giving too much too soon. And when I say that, I mean if I'm interested in you, I try to make sure that you're comfortable and you know that I care about you. And sometimes you give a little too much too fast.
Okay.
And
so like, why? In most cases, when Kendra asks these women 3 flaws, first of all, they can never find 3. So, and the flaws that they find are what's called veiled positives, right? Which points to a lack of accountability, which means you are human. You have built-in flaws. You are not fucking perfect, right? Off top, one of my flaws, impatient. Another one of my flaws, procrastinator. I'm just giving you 2 off top, right? Those are not veiled positives. Procrastination means I put shit off to the last minute. Sometimes it comes very close to the line. It comes close to the line of being detrimental to whatever it applies to. We're just not. We're not going to go into details, right? And so, being impatient when you have children. Now, I'm very patient with my children, but there's certain other things that, is it intolerance? I guess intolerance is probably a more appropriate word or way to put it. I have no tolerance for just nothing that just don't make sense. I'm in a ever-going battle in everyday life. Does it make sense? So I'm gonna replace impatient with intolerance, right? So I can talk to you for 2 minutes. If it don't make sense to me, gone. And I think that's something I need to work on. But as far as this goes, it's like all their flaws are like veiled positive. I love too hard. I give up too much too soon, which is what this lady said. Like, what? That's not a flaw. That's not a flaw. Let's continue.
I don't think that's about it.
Okay. So I want to say, Kendra, the dog example is so true, and not just for romantic relationships, for all relationships. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't want to go off tangent. I want to focus on you. I am a former doggy mommy, and I love my dog, and my dog ran my place. She was everywhere, and you came second to her. But I will say I did notice like how my dating changed once my dog went to doggy heaven. But I want to stay focused. Jenna, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm patient, I'm understanding, I'm fair, and I'm consistent.
Okay. And what's the age range you would date? You're 50.
I would say at least 39 to 60.
Okay. Should he be in Jersey?
It would be nice, but I'm not far from Philly. I'm like 20-something minutes from Philly. I'm from North Jersey, so I would maybe do New York. Maybe do further, depending on what happens.
So here's the deal. You don't have to show, but they're telling me to ask you about your toenails. Are they long too?
No, they're not long.
Okay. I was like, girl, now we got to stop there.
They're polished, but they're long. We're not doing foot fetishes, people.
We're not gonna.
This is Dangerous Dating Show. We're not doing that.
No. There's no requirement. I wasn't gonna require you to show. I think they're just curious because we know you like long fingernails.
Yes.
Okay. All right, girlfriend. Let's do it. Are you on the Kendrag Singles dating app?
No, but I am going to get on there right now.
Well, let me show you. For all those watching, we know that y'all getting more familiar with us on TikTok, so you get a little bit of grace, but you got to download the dating app and add your profile, because you know I'm gonna make you a highlight girl. So the man that's into the one that's so make your profile now. We should probably make your name Hands.
Hands, okay.
Wait, let me see. Jenna Nels. Let me see if that's taken.
Now, I can get your app from TikTok, right?
Well, no, you can go to iPhone or Android.
Oh, okay. I'm
iPhone or Android. Let me see. And we have usernames like TikTok and Instagram. Let me see if Jenna. I believe Jenna's taken. So we got 2 Jennas already. But you could be. I mean, they will find you fast because there's only 2 Jennas, so you'll be the 3rd. But do you want to make your name Jenna Nels?
That's fine.
Okay, Jenna Nels is not taken. So make your username. Now you can make your real name, but it's gonna say your username. Make it Jenna Nels, and they can search you and find you.
Thank you.
All right, so download the dating app now, Kendrag Singles.
I sure am gonna do.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this video. Like this video, share this video, comment on the video. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you dislike. I want to hear both of them. You can dislike the video as well. Go over to YouTube, Mr. Info 5000. Peace.